My roommate disappeared every Friday night, and I finally found out why. Back in college, I had a roommate who was one of the quietest people I'd ever met. He went to class, came home, played video games, and barely talked to anyone. But every Friday at exactly 6 p.m., he'd put on decent clothes, leave the apartment, and not come back until midnight. This happened for almost an entire semester. Naturally, I assumed the worst. Maybe he had a secret girlfriend. Maybe he was involved in something illegal. Maybe he had a second job. One Friday, curiosity got the best of me, and I asked where he went every week. He looked embarrassed and said, "Promise you won't laugh?" I promised. He told me he volunteered at a retirement home. Apparently, years ago, his grandfather had passed away, and he regretted not spending more time with him. Since then, he'd visit elderly residents who didn't have family nearby. He'd play board games with them, listen to their stories, and sometimes just sit with them so they wouldn't feel alone. He never told anyone because he didn't want people thinking he was doing it for praise. I felt awful for assuming the worst. A few weeks later, he invited me to come with him. I met a woman in her 90s who beat me 3 times in chess and called me the dramatic one. It ended up being one of the best experiences I had in college. To this day, whenever I catch myself making assumptions about people, I remember my quiet roommate and his Friday nights. You never really know what's going on in someone else's life.